What's up, and welcome to Nighttime with the Nerd Bar, episode 125. 125.
Yes,
Woo!
we did it. We're going to keep doing it, but also we
Yes.
did it.
Yay! It's that fun moment of like watching the live button and going, okay, it's live
It's like,
now.
are we there?
Woo!
Are we
Yeah,
there? It takes a moment to think,
it
which gives us a
does.
moment to think, but it never tells us how long it's going to think. There's no countdown.
No.
It's just, we're going live soon.
And
All
it's
right.
feeling that Monday energy, and it's been a year this week. I saw that as a post, and I was like,
That's true.
woo!
That's true. It's
Yes.
really big lemon, it's only Wednesday vibes, you know?
Yes.
And it's not even Wednesday yet.
No, not yet. That will be Comic-Con, so we got also that energy going on. We do have a live chat happening, so if you're watching live, join us in the live chat, and if you're watching later, awesome, comment down below. And nope, not that. There we go. And hello, I'm Carrie Lane.
And I'm Katie Cullen. Wearing my health potion shirt because sometimes you just need it.
Nice. I was like, you can't tell us much, but I was just on another podcast over on the Con Guy channel, so you can go watch that. I have my Ready Player One necklace where it's the 3 keys, and I was like, that was a cool souvenir when they did a pop-up event in LA. It's like, yes, I will buy that. And we are going to talk some news. We're going to do let you know about stuff that's going on, go into Go Lose Ranger and recommendations. So stick around for all that. This will let you know what is happening. And look in the chat. Hello, you were joined on the other podcast and welcome over to this one. I'm like, I'm not sure how to say it.
Elasticaver. Elasticaver?
I'll go with that. Yeah.
Give us a pronunciation guide, please, or a nickname so we can be sure to address you correctly.
Their channel has really cool, like 360 video cam of events and conventions. So you can check that out.
Well, that does sound fun.
VR. Oh, Elastic VR.
Elastica VR. And then their icon says Elastica. Yes. So these things that make sense once you look at them a second time. Big Monday energy.
Hello, Untitled on Purpose. Oh, they said
Elaz. Okay.
Elastic. All right, cool. Well,
Elaz Ortica. I'll take it.
And we are let's get into the news and things that we are excited about. So, speaking of Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Yes. So, if you are going to Comic-Con, if you have a Comic-Con badge, 2 amazing concerts are available to you for free. And these will be happening on Friday and Saturday. So the first one up is Lisa. So if you're a Demon Slayer fan, she sings one of the theme songs for that, as well as amazing other stuff too. But it's like,
I think she's also done either the opening or the ending for Windbreakers this season. If you've watched an anime in the past like 5 years, she's probably done an opening and or an ending for it. Like she's prolific and very good.
So this will be over at the Rady Shell at the Jacobs Park, and this will be, again, you do need a badge, and find details. This is one where they'll have lining up about 5 p.m. show, I think is at 7, and just look for team members. Oh, there we go. Sorry, excuse me. Lining up is at 4 o'clock on Friday, and just be on the lookout for a Crunchyroll team member for where to line up, and signage will direct you for the general admission line. And then going to Saturday, Crunchyroll and Toei Animation are bringing you One Piece in concert, which is awesome. So this one is also celebrating the 25th anniversary of One Piece, and it's going to be a symphonic voyage performed by the San Diego Philharmonic Orchestra, and it's celebrating the global hit anime from Toei Animation. So this is also same location. This will be Saturday, again, free for badge holders. So like seeing high quality orchestra for free is so cool. And it's One Piece. That's like, Okay, so this one, there we go. So One Piece night is doors open at 5 p.m. And also there's going to be some activities happening for the One Piece night from 5 p.m. until an hour after the concert. Attendees are invited to enjoy a assortment of activities. So check those out. And again, just follow Crunchyroll and Toei Animation for more information. And again, pack your patience and be polite. There will be a line, but this is an awesome opportunity for both of these evenings.
I mean, you're hanging out with your fellow fans, so,
How
chill,
are we not
make friends,
excited?
make friends in line. I realize it's an extrovert thing, but like, make friends in line.
It's a good safe space to do that, y'all.
Yeah,
Like we're
yeah.
similar interests.
Yeah.
Also, real quick, looking at the chat real quick. We got Giga Derek says, "Greetings from the swamp."
Ah,
All
we've
right.
exited the void.
Yes. All right, and more news.
Yes, more news. Tokyo Pop is kind enough to keep us in its loop, which I really do appreciate because they keep coming out with really cool things.
Mhm.
Publisher Tokyo Pop and Noir Caesar Entertainment, a black owned indie creative company that supports and nourishes content from marginalized communities across various media, have announced their latest graphic novel release, Mutupo. Mutupo. I'm not sure I'm putting the emphasis on the right syllable there, but it's Mutupo or Mutupo. Uncertain. Supernatural action adventure by Zimbabwean creator Kay Ruizi that's steeped in African mysticism and mythology.
Ooh.
It is originally a webtoon, and the digital release is available now, because again, webtoon, with the print edition set to debut on August 13th. So soon. Mark your calendars, set your pre orders, all that fun stuff. Mutapo, the totem, is an animal or object deemed sacred by a clan or tribe. For centuries, Zimbabweans would stay in touch with their ancestry and practices surrounding their culture by embracing Mutapo. There are some who can see their totem animal's attributes as a superpower to augment their own physiology. Using Mutapo is not only rare, it's also highly illegal. Join Shingai on his journey of self-discovery as he finds himself coming up against other Mutapo users and the police that oppose them. Guys, this just looks like fun.
That sounds so cool.
And we have the art of the cover, and the art looks great. Like, if you can't wait for the physical release, if you have to put it in your eyeballs right now, again, it's a webtoon. You can definitely do that. But if you're like me and you really like having a paper book in your hot little hands because there is just something about a good physical copy of a book that just makes you real happy, August 13th via Tokyo Pop and Noir Caesar. So keep an eye out for this one.
Nice. And then speaking of, not exactly, I'm like, no, another thing of things we love.
Yeah, speaking of things we love. Yeah.
Speaking of things we love, anime in theaters, Studio Ghibli Fest is continuing with Ponyo, which is up next. And this is the underwater fantasy. And it is coming nationwide for 5 nights only. And tickets are on sale now. And this is this charming story of friendship, which I'm like, oh, it's always fun of like how you know something. You're like, how do they describe it? Yes, that is cute. I love that. So that's, there we go. Saturday, August 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. So Saturday to the Wednesday. And there are the options of the Japanese language subtitles or English language dub. So check those out at ghiblifest.com or fathomevents.com, and of course your participating local box office, and to see what's available.
Use your AMC rewards, use your Cinemark rewards, use whatever local theater you have if they've got a rewards program. See if it applies towards your tickets. Get movie tickets for free using rewards, and roll on into the theater. Because like I certainly save up the AMC rewards and go, I want to see this movie. I have a whole bunch saved up. My ticket has been paid for. So recommend that strategy.
And some theaters have like a free sign up one. You don't have any membership or anything, and then you get free popcorn over time or something like that. Always worth looking in it. Just ask that. And we love anime in theaters, so
we do. We love it so much. We also love, as we continue to say, physical releases. So GKIDS continues to come through for us. GKIDS announces Arcane Limited Run Collector's Edition, 4K UHD and Standard Steelbook, Standard Edition, and digital download to own. So for those of you who really just want more Arcane in your life, this is for you. It will be the first season of Arcane. It arrives on home entertainment in October 2024 and is currently available for pre-order. So that is through GKIDS and Riot Games stores. And if you missed Arcane on its Netflix run, if you have not watched it yet, unbelievably beautiful animation. I believe a French animation company who painted these backgrounds.
Woo.
Did a lot,
Yeah.
just unbelievably beautiful, excellent story, fantastic acting. So that is, available streaming right now. But again, if you're like us and you like having media in your hot little hands and you like physical editions of things, GKIDS is coming through in spades. The 4K UHD Steelbook features a stunning Jinx-themed outer package, contains the full 9-episode series presented across 3 4K UHD discs, and an additional Blu-ray disc containing over 3 hours of special features. The standard Steelbook edition is presented in a Vi-themed outer package, contains the same 9-episode series and same accompanying bonus features across 3 discs. That's, guys, the bonus features, just bonus features for anything. Amazing.
Yeah.
Bonus features for a show like this? You stand to learn so much about art and animation and the process to make something like this. It is educational and beautiful. Oh, wait, they're telling us what the bonus features are. The making of Arcane, making Mel featurette, Happy Progress Day scene breakdown. They have multiple scene breakdowns and deleted scenes. Like, guys, if you haven't seen Arcane, you need to. This is an excellent way to do it. gkids.com/arcane is where you want to look. You can also look at the Riot Games store. And again, this is open for pre-order and should be arriving in October 2024. So get
Which
your
we're
hands on it.
almost to the fall, which I'm like, oh my gosh, what?
I know, right? It's July. We're halfway through the year. What happened?
Yes, we
What
blinked. and-
happened?
Yep. And speaking, next thing, well, no, we'll just go next. Next,
Yep.
Crunchyroll is bringing us so many sports animes for this summer roster, and these are free to anyone to watch with ads. And if you don't have a membership plan, this is a cool way to check those out. Maybe if your friends want to start checking Crunchyroll out and they maybe aren't ready to commit to another membership something, you can watch with ads. Super easy. And these are all the sports. I was like, yes. And so kind of a little BTS, they are listing the show and what sport it is. And I appreciate that so much. A couple of the really big titles, which will be coming out. One, we got Haikyuu, which is awesome. And we got Blue Lock, which seems to be doing really well. And then you can be ready for the season 2, which is coming out in October.
And the movie, which I believe is dropping. Is it dropping soon or did it already drop? I'm bad at dates. There is a Blue Lock movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Run the Wind. Tsurune Kuroko's basketball. Riemann, ping pong animation, and more. So here's some of the sports that are covered. So in case you're like, I just want to watch a sport because I'm interested in that sport, I play that sport, except what have you. Yeah. We got volleyball, soccer, table tennis, golf, swimming, boxing, long distance running, extreme sports, basketball, and more basketball, badminton, beach volleyball, weightlifting, sport climbing, rugby, gymnastics, water polo, tennis, archery, surfing, and cycling.
So
I love that there's so many.
Yeah.
Like, this is so cool.
Sports anime is very popular.
Yes. And one of those giving also shout out because have watched and really enjoyed Skate the Infinity with Extreme Sports. So good. Love that. I didn't get super far into Free, but Free was definitely a fun one. And of course, Haikyuu I've talked about on here before. Love that.
And Prince of Tennis is on that list.
That's
and Prince of Tennis is a classic.
Yes.
Everyone's like, so what got you into sports anime? I'm like, well, I watched, I think, over 100 episodes of Prince of Tennis at one point. Wow. So this is how we do. This is how we do.
So be on the lookout for those shows, or you can watch them now. Excuse me. And again, so that's for limited time. Audiences around the world can stream all of these titles for free with ads on Crunchyroll without the paid membership. And
I believe it's now through August 15th, I think they said the dates are.
Yes. They've added those. And so check out Crunchyroll for more. And that you got, a little under a month. But it's time for some binge watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we're not all going to Comic-Con, so
Yeah.
and I say that as someone who is not going to Comic-Con, I'm going to Midsummer Scream. So, which is not
But-
4 days long. So, find a little time or even
Yeah.
just, do a sampling. See if you
Yeah.
find anything you really like. See if you find
Mhm.
anything where you're like, "Yeah, I'll add that to my watch list. Yeah, I'll do my."
Yep.
I believe Crunchyroll occasionally does 30-day, 7-day. There is occasionally free trials of
Yes.
subscriptions. And it's not a spendy sub, so
No. Gigadark says, I remember getting the pilot episode DVD for Prince of Tennis with Shonen Jump. That's
yeah.
fun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we were doing Prince of Tennis when I was in high school. So
Nice.
like, whoa, been a minute.
And I think that wraps us up for news.
I think so.
Which gets us into, speaking of extreme sports,
The plot twists
yes.
in this.
Well,
The
also, this was some action-packed episodes. We get a lot of fun. I mean, yes, we've action before, but this was a lot of like parkour, guerrilla
yeah.
style running around fighting things. Parking
If
garage.
this is going to sound absolutely insane out of context, but
Okay.
can we take a minute to talk about God?
Yes, God's an
Can we
interesting being.
take a minute to talk about Lord
Oh, yeah.
something? There's a
Yes.
reason I've just been calling him God for shorthand.
Other people were.
For those of you who follow my Twitter, a little while ago, I did a tweet about I'm watching 2 separate anime where God is in the basement and it's a problem for everyone. It was, at the time, Dungeon Meshi and this. So, this is just... See,
So,
knowing that there is a boss monster still around, someone who survived the purge, as it were, knowing that XX was able to call on them, like, were they just vibing somewhere? Is God in the pipes? Can God hear everything in the pipes? Like, how
Or
does
is there
this work?
how well is the hearing? Is a certain something that it can hear everywhere? Well, I'm more curious of, he seems so surprised by the injury of the weapon that he must not have encountered the Rangers at all. So he never had to fight them and win and survive and hide somewhere. He must have been able just to avoid them completely, because it was oh, my wings are gone. Damn, that weapon really hurt. And it was interesting to have him be surprised.
I think the flip side of that is also they may know about the divine weapons, divine something. But what she's wielding is a copy, and we got this a few episodes back where a lot of the second in commands or people who are going on specific missions have copies of the divine weapons that can still absolutely mess up a monster's day.
Okay, so it's more that he's surprised that there's more than the...
That could be it too. He could have been surprised that the copy exists. He could have been surprised that someone who is not a straight up ranger was able to do this. Or yeah, he could have just been completely under the radar. But he's also the one that killed I cannot remember our guy's name. Who
Pink Ranger.
Who D is fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Our white-haired guy, my brain is just calling him Shadow the Hedgehog at this point. So I'm like, yeah, he killed Shadow the Hedgehog's older brother 4 years ago. So there is at least one boss monster still in the game, probably knows enough about the Rangers to avoid them and to also know who to pick off. Because the cult was the cult was a while ago. The cult probably was that 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing is, do we think when the Rangers were talking to our Shadow, I was like, yes, we'll go with that. When they're like,
if you remember his name, or if chat gives us his name, I'm up for it. But he's got the red eyeliner and the sad backstory, so he's Shadow the Hedgehog to me.
Right. When the Rangers are like, oh, that's not really possible. Like, no, he's not around. Were they saying that as a cover because they know he is around, or it is they think they've killed them all, so there's can't possibly be one around? Because I think it could go either way, that they are so arrogant that / confident in what they've done that they're like, no, he's gone. Or they do know and they don't want to let people know and they've been trying to find him or something.
I think the fact that we got Red delivering the news really muddies the waters on that one. Because if it had been pink or even potentially yellow or green, we could go, okay, they probably do actually believe it. We might actually believe them a little more. But because it's douchebag Prime over here, who very much did the like, here's the basics. Also, you're wrong. Who wants food? Let's go get food. One vote for that. Like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
And to that point, it's, we really don't know. We really don't know if that is just the arrogance of the Rangers, or if they know that there's other boss monsters out and about and they are keeping it as far on the DL as they possibly can to prevent a further panic. Either way, you are gaslighting the hell out of someone whose sibling just died.
Yep.
Like, yikes. Just heckin' yikes. Either way.
And Dee seems to be so surprised by it too, of like, no way. But he wasn't.
Yeah.
He more just was, how could it be possible? Yeah.
Well, that rocks his worldview too, because if there is a boss monster out there, then every single fighter on the floating fortress has been abandoned by them. Like, yeah, they also chose to surrender, but the boss monsters were the one that had the potential to actually take out the Dragon Keepers. And if there's one of them who's hiding and not helping, then yeah, everyone up there has been effectively abandoned by the leadership.
And I'm curious on their relationship of boss monsters to our dusters, because like with XX, it is she's been around humans enough that she doesn't necessarily seem to want them all to be destroyed brutally. But, you know, she definitely fears him. Fears God, for sure. But what is the benefit to the boss monsters to have these dusters around? Like, is it really just to have those goons and henchmen? You know, it's just kind of one of those, I'm curious to see how, if we get world building on that, of how that relationship is beneficial or works between those parties.
I mean, part of it is trope of the genre. Just we are doing a Sentai send up, and you have your putties, your cogs, your whatever they're called.
But they seem so smart that I'm like, they could give a reason for it.
I think it's the same reason you have henchmen anyway. I mean, we've all gotten so used to things like Stormtrooper aim and fighting them one at a time like an idiot. Like, we've gotten used to the tropes of, oh, these guys are useless. But functionally, you have shapeshifters who, until they figured out the divine artifacts, that's what they're called, were functionally immortal. So you can have your boss monsters fighting the Dragon Keepers, and you can have the dusters pulling attention, shapeshifting into civilians, or taking civilians hostage and requiring split attention from the people who are fighting. Like, even if you're not super strong, if you outnumber people, diversion tactics are definitely a thing. And we've seen dusters be competent. Like, they're stuck in this 3-ring circus of the Sunday showdowns. But if you're not a Dragon Keeper, they can and will fuck you up.
I was trying to, there we go. Characters. My other buddy here.
Other co-host, yeah.
The other co-host. Oh, wait. No.
You're trying to look up the name of God? Jehovah starts with an I.
Kai. His name, our white hair dude, is Kai Xion.
Thank you. Thank you. Xion, that's it. Thank you. Thank you.
And then
Shadow.
No,
I just, and I kind of love, well, for one, I do love just learning more about God and learning more about this weird relationship, and also testing our humans and seeing what they're like when faced with a monster. Like, I feel so bad for the maintenance guy.
I know. It's like, I just happened to be here. I was just kind of curious if we see the I'm not finding the God voice.
This list is
not as but
as comprehensive as it should be.
Something something.
Yeah, and it had too many L's
guy,
in
he's
weird
just
places.
like, I'm walking around and
He was straight up. Well, he came to do the fixes that Dee asked for, but then,
Yep.
finding XX, he basically went,
Oh,
I can help you escape.
Peltrola.
Peltrola. Yeah,
Peltrola.
that's the reason it keeps sliding off of my brain like an egg hitting a wall. Like I can't biblically accurate Rita Repulsa. I appreciate you so much. You're right, and you should say it. And now I need this guy to bellow, I have a headache.
Oh, wow.
A plus. A plus.
Yep.
You win today. Thank you. Holy
Wow, that's a
shit.
good one.
Yeah. I might stick with God because I can't get Peltrola or whatever it was to stick.
Peltrola is it's
It's
an
that
interesting.
extra L that just
Oh,
on my brain.
yep.
But oh my god, biblically accurate Rita Repulsa. I'm so here for this. Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, he's
Okay.
fun. What a
Yes.
nightmare. I
Oh my
love
gosh.
our second in
So
commands
dangerous.
and also dipshit with the face brace going to hunt him down.
Yeah.
And I will not be sad if face brace dies.
Oh, yeah. No, he
Like,
sucks.
just like wreck that
Oh,
man. Nobody
shit.
liked him.
Tokita Shun. Shun. Shun.
Right.
I did like, and then our poor little Ron Maru, who's like, I'm gonna
Oh.
save you. I got you, girl. And I was like, oh man,
I
no.
love our B team so much.
Yeah.
I love that we had this plot twist of the so-called A team going, you know what? Fuck it. We all know that only one of each pair can pass if any of us do. So let's get our higher scoring guys and just leave them behind.
Yep. And
Not
they
tell them, not do anything.
They were so smart though. I loved our B team.
Like, it is fully a
Bait and
dick move on
switch.
the A team's part, but I mean, they're right. This is
Yeah.
not an exam that wants you to pass. This is,
No.
yeah. And then I also love D tipping his hand to Suzukiri like, hey, it's me. Which is why she handed over the key. It's like she wouldn't have given it to just Sakuraba. But D going, no, it's me. I'm in here. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Cool.
I was kind of wondering how soon she would know about that and everything. And I think she maybe had, because I feel like she knows Sakurama enough that she'd be like, you're being a little bit weird, but
Yeah.
I think that was a good, oh, hey. But
Yeah.
I did like their fight scenes and their lightsaber sword things.
Yes. And then finding that third mode, that burst mode, be like, we are here for a good time, not a long time. That is what this mode is.
Yep.
So that's I loved that. I loved using the smarts, using the engineering bit to go, hey, let's do this.
And maybe you should be in the other team, and him going, oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. The bait and switch with the bell, the bait and switch with, oh, if I give you this key, will you swap me out and let me on your team? Actually, no, I'm not gonna. So just getting the confirmation of, oh yeah, no, this guy will betray anyone to do that. Like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So I really do like B team. I'm very, very sad that I'm like 99% certain that Ranmaru is super, super dead. And that it's XX pretending to be him.
Oh.
Take care of the cleanup, right?
Yep.
And she's been seeing D running around as Sakuraba, so.
And I mean, if the body's laying right there, she has time to study it. And
she's trying to just flip him over and bloop.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yamato.
man.
Wait, yeah, Yamato. That guy is our little yellow streak in his hair. Don't trust him. Okay, wait. Let's also talk about our like Tsukasa bodybuilder.
I like him so much. He's so funny.
Yeah.
Just,
so
he's so enthusiastic.
The that he was he just being defeatist that we saw him like skeletal and then was like, oh, never
Yeah.
mind, we have a chance? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very much because we've seen like Pink Team's second in command,
Yeah.
and that guy is Major Armstrong in a different
Yes.
dimension. Like
Yep.
that. Yeah.
The
So
multiverse,
going
yeah.
up against that as a fellow bodybuilder and just getting his ass handed to him. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But oh, wait, we're going up against our fellow cadets? Nah, I got this. Just, he's so funny. I like him so much. Just the crazy ones always have a plan. You bet your ass they do.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Thank
just
you,
the
Noah
whole,
Laura
I
in
have
the
the
chat.
strength of 100 men, so when they face us, they'll be facing the strength of 105 men. 104. 104! Like, bless you. Just,
Yes. He's
you
our
absolute
himbo.
disaster human. I like him so
Mhm.
much.
He's so like genuine and you're like, oh, you're
Mhm.
just special.
I'm just looking at B Team and going, I want you to succeed. And also, there's no way you're not getting caught up in this monster hunt now that D in disguise and presumably XX in
Mhm.
disguise are doing this. Like, there's no way they're not getting caught in this.
Imagine if Armstrong saw that, man. They would have like a muscle off of
They would
like,
do muscle
let me
bonding.
yeah, they would admire and be like, what do you lift? And
Like,
then
it would be muscle
go
bonding.
work
And
out
then
together.
I think the second that, like, what was actually going on in the Rangers got cracked open, it would be friendship ended with this guy. Like, I don't think Armstrong would stand for that.
Yeah.
Too much bullshit subterfuge and monsters in his own canon to deal with someone doing that on purpose.
Yep. B Team loving it. It was funny. I was looking at other names of Angel. I like her double eye color because
she's
it's one of those. It's it's an interesting character choice because just kind of random. But I liked her. I will count.
Yeah,
I thought that was so cute.
Well, and just the whole, oh, this and that and the other, you made a mistake. And I'm just sitting here like, end him.
Yes.
Destroy that man.
And then the shot of the realization that they fucked up and they all have the red eyes of like, haha.
Yep. It's like, no. You done fucked up, sir.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm very excited for this. This is actually the point where I left off watching the sub because live.
Yeah.
I will probably finish the whole show before our next episode because we got 3 episodes left in this season.
Oh, okay. No, Laura says D gonna have to think 2 steps ahead of the other helpers on this one. Yeah, because it's like how he needs to know where it's going so he doesn't. He does seem to have a good handle on not getting things too far ahead of himself, but then again with XX, not so much of she's the wild card. That he's like, fuck, like get back over here.
And like Romler knew that he was a monster, but Romler is dead.
I did like that. Well, we think he is. Probably
pretty damn. He got hit real hard, and he did not get back up.
Got decapitated, pretty much vaporized decapitation.
So
that was
watching this on Hulu, watching it through the first time. When I was watching the sub, this episode got a warning at the front of it, like from Hulu, from the Hulu UI, saying like, this is not appropriate for younger audiences. And I'm sitting here going, so is it because something happens in this episode? Or is it because they finally cottoned on that maybe they shouldn't let their kids watch the Power Rangers looking show that's rated R? And then it was both. I'm like, okay, all right. Yeah, I truly do think that warning was, we might have younger demographics watching this show. We should probably not have that. Because like, it looks like Power Rangers. The first episode's fine.
Well, I was going to say that it's a cartoon. It's for kids.
Oh, God. Yeah. The 4th episode where, he beats a dude to death and then has lunch with blood all over his everything. Yeah. No big deal. Like,
no big.
Oh, God. Yeah. Power Rangers does the boys, y'all.
But yeah, this was definitely fun and exciting pair of episodes, and I'm curious to see where the next chunk of going.
Again, we have 3 left in the season, and we have a season 2 confirmed.
Okay,
So,
interesting.
yes.
Suzukiri, think of something, and also she's shipping herself with Fighter D. Oh yeah, some of those
She has
thought
a weird
bubbles
little
were like, hmm, hmm. The like
I
images.
I have no idea what's going on with Suzukiri, but I'm also pretty sure that you can't make it that far up the ranks with the Dragon Keepers and be okay. You know? I really don't
Yeah,
think you can make it that far up.
yeah.
It's like there are no billionaires who are good people. You don't get to be a billionaire
Mm,
without some form of exploitation. So it's like
mm-hmm,
you can't get
mm-hmm.
that far up the ladder in an organization this steeped in corruption without catching some shit yourself in one way or another.
Yep. Which we, I think, have a little bit with our Pink Ranger, too.
Yeah.
I was like, Sarah, with her, and I am also like, I mean, she might not have done as many things, but I think she's definitely seen things, and that's why she thinks her brother needs to be able to handle stuff.
Well,
And
she
now
wants her
seeing,
brother out.
yes, but that thing where she's like, oh, good, it looks like he's kind of toughened up or something and can handle this better. Because he's either like, you have to change or get out because he can't handle it the way he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, that bit a few episodes ago where he straight up said, like, I tried to go to the news, but while I was waiting for the newscasters to arrive, some people tried to kill me. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, how deep does this secret go? How many people
Mm-hmm.
know? How did they find out that he went to the news? He's not subtle, but
Yeah.
like, how did they find out?
Yep.
So yeah, this is a wild ass show, and I
Yes.
enjoy it very much.
Likewise. I feel that kind of covers these episodes. So I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
All
It's
right.
hard to cover action beat for beat because it flows better visually.
Yeah.
That's always
But
kind of been the difficult side of covering an action heavy shonen anime.
very entertaining. I'm excited to see where things go,
Oh yeah.
and it's a very fun show. And again,
Yes.
the opening and closing are still bops.
Yes. Oh, they're
Like,
so good.
both of them. I'm like, yes, this is one where I like opening and closing because sometimes you like one or the other, but I feel with this one,
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, I like both.
Oh,
All
I have
right.
both of them on my Spotify. It's just like,
Nice.
yes.
Yes. All right. Then other stuff you should check out. So these are movies, shows, books, whatever that we are checking out that we think you should check out. And one of the ones I started and I got, I think I'm about 3-4 episodes in, is My Lady Jane. And now this is one that sometimes spoilers are in a good way because then it makes you more inclined to want to watch something. So this is what happened for me of friends were like, hey, this show's cool. And I'm like, yes, period piece show. Okay, I'm interested, but I wasn't necessarily rushing into it. Another friend online goes, this is Animorphs meets Bridgerton and stuff. And I'm like, oh, you've sold me so much more, and they should have advertised it that way. I mean, I guess it's like the surprise, but you can still say that, and we don't know how it's involved. So it is very funny, very meta, very aware. It's a comedic fantasy alternative history. So these were real people. Some of the things really did happen, but it's one of those, they tell you right away that's not. I'm really kind of curious though if they wrap it up, if they do be like, okay, well, this is how it, like, at least some kind of blurb of what really happened, or you could go look it up yourself. There's plenty of history stuff.
Maybe.
But we'll see. I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's very entertaining. It's very fun. It's silly. And the Animorphs kind of aspect of some people can turn into animals, but it's only a singular animal that they can change into is very fun. And I highly recommend it. It's been a really fun ride. And it's there are some heavy topics-ish and some interesting them versus us things. But otherwise, it's very, if you want something playful to watch, I think you should check out that one.
Yeah, I've been hearing good things about it, and very much hearing how did they not advertise that this was Animorphs? That's why I started watching it when I heard about that.
Yes.
Like, I think whoever made the marketing decisions and chose the footage because the people who choose the footage for the trailers and the people who cut the trailers are not the same people. The people who actually cut the trailers work with what they're given.
Yeah.
So, and oftentimes it's separate trailer houses that do that. So if you ever go, why was this trailer like this? It's because they hired an outside company, gave them a whole bunch of stuff, and went, go. So
Ah.
there's, that's not always the case, but
Hmm.
there is an industry for it.
Yeah.
So whoever made the decision not to include the animal shapeshifting in the advertising, I would wonder if they are reconsidering that, or if they
Yeah.
thought that it would be a deterrent and they wanted to mostly go for the Bridgerton crowd. It's like,
Yeah,
nah,
'cause
dude,
it's
you got animal shifters. People love that shit.
yeah, and because it leans more into a fantasy, and it's then it's since it's a I know it's alternative history, but it's more grounded towards like Tudor style. Because Bridgerton is like uh, less historically accurate, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so it's somewhere of like an amalgamation of all of those.
I wonder
So
if
yeah.
they were going for like the Bridgerton audience, the audience for The Crown, the audience for what's the one where she goes back in time to
Well, I was gonna say
Scotland?
Crown is too that's more recent, but that's
They,
still
haven't they
history
had
in
older
terms of
seasons?
they only start with Elizabeth as a child in the like
Oh,
World War II or like the
down
40s or something like that.
Downton
And down
Abbey is
even
also
further
more
back.
recent, but still
Yeah.
the idea of a historical drama.
Yeah. Or
Again,
sort
what's
of
the one where
the
she
Tudors.
yeah,
The Tudors is that time period and same people.
yeah, fair enough.
Also the one with it was on Stars and it was like Catherine the Great or something like that. Because then that's
Yes.
Queen Mary's mother, which is interesting then in watching this. Excuse me. But I must say, it is fun watching it, knowing where some of the history goes. Because I'm like, all right, you want to take over, but guess what? You only rule for this long, and then this happens. And anyway,
If they even keep that in this Animorphs history show. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. All right. I actually do have a new thing. And of course it goes
all
with the
right,
hyperfixation.
woo,
A new Ninja Turtles game dropped last week, like a few days ago last week. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate, I believe is what the subtitle is, dropped on the Switch. I believe it's also on other consoles. It's not going to Steam for a little while. It is a roguelite, which means that you do a bunch of runs, you get as far as you can. When you die, you get sent back to the beginning, but because it is a roguelite, you can keep some items, you can make yourself stronger, you can make life a little easier. And the very fun part is it has online multiplayer and local multiplayer. So if you really want to do the sit down with 3 of your friends and everyone play a Ninja Turtle and let's go, you can do that. And they
ooh,
have a
that's fun.
mechanic where as long as one person survives to the end of the level, everyone else comes back at the end of the level and has a go at the next one.
Ah,
I have been playing with my roommate, and by that I mean we started last night and managed 3 partial runs, and definitely the as long as one person survives, everyone's getting through mechanic got us really far in those runs. So yeah, it's we're playing on easy mode. The modes are easy and normal. So we're playing on easy mode because it's her first roguelike, and I'm not going to pretend that I'm better at video games than I am. And the unlock for the powers and the power curve has been fairly easy and fairly quick, but
mhm.
I'm also used to Hades, which had a very different system. So we haven't played much of it. We've played like hour and a half, 2 hours, but it has been very, very fun. The UI is smooth. The control scheme, I wish I had the ability to edit it because it definitely threw me when I started, because again, used to Hades. But the animations are great. It is fully voice acted. It has great art. Like, again, we're not very far into it, but we're having a real good time. So it's $30 on the Switch. Highly recommended.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I maybe put this up a little early, but Rob Adler says Ninja Turtles and Naruto comic is coming out at some point in the future.
Yep. Why did that crossover take that long? Why did it take that long? Truly. IDW out here like, wait, we're sitting on a gold mine.
And if you are a Turtles fan, be on the lookout. There's a lot of Turtles stuff happening at Comic Con this year, so we'll see because Paramount bought Turtles. So
They are having a
Paramount's like,
panel for The Last Ronin talking about the comic because we are getting a presumably live action movie at some point in the future. And I believe it's going to I believe Kevin Eastman, who is one of the co-creators of Ninja Turtles, is going to be on that panel. So, yeah, that's on Saturday.
yeah.
But yeah,
All
it's,
right.
yep. And the Mutant Mayhem series is dropping soon, I want to say. I want to say August. I don't remember the dates, but I think that's coming soon.
Cool.
So yeah,
All right.
all sorts of Ninja Turtles.
Yay! Well, that brings us to the end of our show. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Reminder, we'll not have an episode next week because it'll be post-Comic-Con recovery. But stay tuned on our social media, which we'll get into. Here we go. Also, you should follow NTATNB over on Twitter. We'll post the stuff we talk about in our press releases with images, as well as just all kinds of other content. And then be sure to follow here on the Fanversation channel to subscribe, video thumbs up. We do have a link for some of our Anime Expo videos down below. And we did some other ones we paired up with Comics Beat, so you can check out more interviews over there. Katie, where can people find you online?
You can follow me all over the social medias as well as on YouTube and Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. I am also on Silver Screams, a YouTube channel I do with my roommate talking about horror.
Yes. And which I'm like, ooh, it's spooky season always.
It's spooky season always.
Yeah.
But I know that a lot of people are like, okay, it's July 5th. We are officially in spooky season run up.
Yes.
And like
Yes,
Michael's already has spooky season decor.
Costco
They had a lot
too.
of like pastel lesbian Halloween stuff, but they also have like normal color palette. For people going, what do you mean pastel lesbian? I'm like, no. I didn't describe it that way.
Yeah, I saw some stuff already at Costco, so it's like, yes, there's quite a bit. Y'all can find me online at Carrie D Lane. That's KARIDLANE. Just did a podcast over on the Con Guys, so go check that out over on their channel. A couple of them for Comic-Con stuff if you're heading down there, and across all social webs. Then also tune in for the Con Daily, which will be some daily Comic-Con coverage. It's Comics Beat and Electric Now. Go follow Electric Now to check that out. And looking back,
that will be on YouTube.
It's going to be on the app, and there's an app for it, and probably check YouTube as well.
Okay.
Looking over the chat, we have some new people. And we have Chicago Schultze. Hello, ladies chat community. One love from Chicago, new to the channel and just subbed. Hello,
welcome.
Yay!
You caught the tail end of the show, but that's okay. We have VOD.
Well, maybe we're quiet until the end, possibly.
That's fair too. That's fair too.
Rab says Spirit Halloween is descended from its nether realm.
Is Spirit Halloween already out in force? I thought they didn't come around till like September.
Yeah, that's a good question. Has anybody spotted one? Let us know.
Yes. Has anyone seen it at their local, like,
dead
IKEA, dead whatever, the thing that has left?
Yes. And then Alaska VR says, can't wait to say hi at Comic-Con. Great live stream. Thank you. And yeah, if you're down at Comic-Con, say hello and be sure to check out our, again, Anime Expo videos in the meanwhile.
Also, real quick shout out to the Anon on Tumblr who said that they never say anything, but they watch the show. Hi! We love you. Thank you for watching.
Giga Derek says they're active in my area. Oh, wow.
The swamp has Spirit Halloween already.
Rab says Ohio's a magical place.
Oh my god.
Well, thank you for tuning in.
There's a Beetlejuice joke in here, but it's a little too topical for this.
Thank you for tuning in from wherever you're watching and whenever you're tuning in. Be a Monday live. Thank you, everybody who joined us in the chat. And if you're watching later, awesome. Leave comments down below the different stuff we've talked about, and be sure to follow online. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Enjoy your cons. Stay safe out there.